Right, a few people have been wondering about obviously the MyFitnessPal app, and they've set up the MyFitnessPal. They're on the way to losing weight and going on a diet, but they don't know what sort of like foods to eat, and people are asking me what's healthy, what's not, what can eat, what can't eat. So I'm just going to go through set amount of foods that I particularly might eat, or foods that I know that are maybe low calorie but high density, so it'll keep you fuller throughout the day and not feeling like you're craving shit or just want to binge eat on stuff. So this food here I'm going to go through and try and keep it as interesting as I can and sort of like informative as I can. I'm not going to go measuring shit out. I'm probably just going to read off the label, and later on I'll probably put like on the MyFitnessPal, it comes up with what sort of things are in each item per like 100 grams. So I'll probably put something on the screen when I'm talking about that item, showing what its like nutritional value is, so you can get like a rough idea of what it is that I might eat or you can eat yourself. So let's go. Right, you don't have to necessarily cut out foods that you would normally eat just because you're going on a diet. The idea is that you probably have to cut the quantity of what you're eating. So like I said before, if it fits your macros, so that basically means that if you want to eat some ice cream, you can eat ice cream. It just depends on how much you can eat, depending on the calories that you have for the day. So we'll start off with breakfast. Yeah, I've not even got eggs out. So roughly what I would eat: eggs, good source of protein, good source of natural fats, and good cholesterol. Yeah, that's right, cholesterol is good for you depending on what it is that you're eating. Normally speaking, if I wasn't on a diet, I would have the whole leg. So the whole leg obviously has got the yolk and the white in it. The yolk is what contains the most calories and the fat. So typically, if I was on, like I am now, like restricting myself, I wouldn't have the yolk, I'd probably just have the eggs. If you're the type of person that doesn't like to waste the whole egg, you can buy the egg white carton, which is just pure egg whites, or if you're not really bothered and you don't mind splitting the egg, which doesn't take more than 2 seconds, then I would suggest egg whites. Here it is. Here's the difference between a whole egg and an egg white, and there's like a massive difference. So normally I'll have that. Now you can either have that with like bread in the morning. Some people have got a bit of an argument about bread, like it's not good for you, blah blah, whatever. If you're gonna have bread, then there's obviously white bread and brown bread. I've not got any out, but there's the difference. Brown bread is better for you. It's got more fibre in it. Egg on toast, maybe. Or what I prefer to do is, instead of, I like egg whites with porridge, very low in calorie, good source of carbohydrates, slow releasing as well. You go a couple of hours before you're like feeling hungry again. Obviously it depends again on the quantity that you're eating it in. Generally, if I was to have a bowl, it'd probably be like, there's a 100 gram serving. I would tend to have maybe like a 75 gram serving with 4 egg whites, something like that. And like that's a decent breakfast to me, and that does me over. Obviously, oats, borers. Sometimes some people do not like porridge. Throw in some like berries and fruits. Fingers with fruit, people say, oh, it's got loads of sugar in it, blah blah. Yeah, it's sugar, it's fruit, whatever, everything. If you go over a certain calorie amount, everything regardless gets stored as fat. If you have too much protein, it gets stored as fat. If you have too much fruit, it's stored as fat. So saying that sugar is bad for you, why do they say have 5 a day? It's bullshit. Fruit's good for you. 45 a day, low in calorie, decent source of flavour. I like to eat fruit as well for snacking. Mix in some fruit with your porridge, some peanut butter, maybe some like sugar-free jam or low sugar, some form of like honey or syrup. Sometimes, if I just want something quick, I might have porridge and I might chuck in a protein shake with it. I'll either have the shake on its own, like on the side with water, or I might have like porridge and mix in the protein with it. This is a chocolate one. This is also a diet whey, so obviously it's less in calories. You can just get a normal standard whey protein. It's a chocolate flavour, so mixing it in with the porridge, chocolate porridge, win-win, tastes nice. Not too bad in calories, so diet whey and porridge. In terms of what you have it with, milk is a good source of calcium, good for your bones. Some people, I've never done it, put water in with it. Water, obviously no calories involved, so you've got calories to spare. But alternatives, almond milk. So this says per 100 grams for semi-skimmed energy. So almond milk, lower in calories than if you used to drink semi-skimmed milk per 100 gram. I've got this, I don't tend to use it, I just tend to drink semi-skimmed. Then you've also got your skimmed, which is going to be even less. That's 35 calories per 100 ml, whereas this is 49 calories per 100 ml. Again, depends how much you're drinking in it. Porridge probably fill it for like 250 ml. So I guess you're saving like 20 calories in the difference between the milks. Another one, breakfast one, calories, 144 calories per 2 biscuits. Pretty much low fat, no fat in it. Carbohydrates, not a bad source of protein and decent fibre. So they are the Weetabix protein ones. Quick and easy, literally bang in a bowl, put the milk in, job's good in, stick some fruit in it. Easy, keeps you going for a bit. Similar to like porridge. There's like a rough breakfast. Oh, and if you want to like have a breakfast for the morning, like a full breakfast, whatever, and you're like, oh yeah, I can't eat bacon, I can't eat sausages, I can't have eggs, black pudding, beans, all that shazam, you can. An alternative that I like to use is turkey bacon instead of normal bacon. Obviously you can get leaner cut bacon, like bacon medallions and stuff, but here's the difference between, say, like normal bacon, and here's the difference between turkey bacon. So yeah, turkey bacon. Now, sausages. Sausages tend to be quite high in fat, obviously it's pork. Now these bad boys are, okay, these are Ashfield Farm ones, I thought they were heck. They're obviously Aldi knockoffs of other ones, so I just bought these ones. So I just bought probably the more expensive proper version heck sausages, and these are, I've never tried them before, but these are smoky paprika, and these sausages are chicken. Oh shit. Choice, high in protein, so there they are, per sausage, 2 grams of fat, 5.5 grams of protein, 1.8 grams of carbohydrates, whereas a normal sausage is probably like 6 grams of fat per sausage or something stupid. So there's that. Obviously with your eggs or your egg whites, you might want to put some cheese in with it. So I've got the lighter cheese compared to normal cheese. Yeah, obviously the more fat that tends to be in something, the nicer it tends to taste. Per serving, 6.4 grams of fat, 1.1 gram of carbohydrates and 8.9 grams of protein. So, you know, cheese is quite a good source of protein as it's made from milk and eggs. There's a lighter cheese. If, for whatever reason, you can't have cheese or light cheese, or you want to go even lighter than that, cottage cheese, game changer, literally pure protein really, low in calories, good for you, good for before bed as well. So cottage cheese, low fat, light cheese. If you want an even lighter breakfast, then you might want to go with some fruit. So, you know, your berries, pretty good low calorie source of energy. Fruit, it's like long lasting energy as well. It's not like if you have a coffee, you tend to like crash. Same if you have like sweets and chocolate, you get like a bit of a rush and then your body tends to crash, whereas with fruit it tends to sort of like regulate itself and it's like longer lasting energy and you don't tend to get that drop off. Another good one is summer fruits, frozen berries. So if your fruit tends to go out of date dead quick and you don't eat it quick enough, you know, just bang them out the freezer and just put it in the fridge. Stock up on frozen ones. Another good one as well, in the morning, make a smoothie. If you've not got any time, get a blender, get a smoothie, bang in some frozen fruits or some fresh fruit, yogurt, some protein powder, and you've got like good source of carbohydrates, energy, low calorie, high protein shake, and you can just literally drink it on the way to work. So that is another quick and easy golden one there. So if you was having like your dinner or your lunch, normally I would go with like a source of protein first really. So chicken, so this is just frozen. So normally I'll just get it out of the freezer night before and literally bang it in the fridge and let it defrost and then cook it in like just a load of seasonings and bang in a load of vegetables and like onions, peppers and whatnot. Again, low calorie, anything that's sort of like vegetable based or salad based is like high density, low calories. What that means is it makes you feel like you're full. So your brain thinks because it's eating, it's full. So you're less likely to be hungry later on. So yeah, chicken, great source of protein, low in calories. Now, I like to have mincemeat as well. I think I prefer mince to eating chicken sometimes, as chicken can just seem a bit dry. Now this is 20% fat beef, but you can get leaner, so sometimes I think you get 5%, which is like a green band, and I'm not sure if you can maybe get a 2% one. The leaner it is, obviously the less fat it's going to have and the drier it's going to be, so you need to put probably more seasoning in it and whatnot to give it a bit of flavour. An alternative to beef is instead turkey mince. I had that today. That is extremely lean. There's another option for you. Bang in some peppers, some chopped tomatoes, like tin chopped tomatoes, and you've got a decent meal there, like a spaghetti bolognese if you want to put some pasta in. So yeah, chicken, mince, turkey, fish sauce, so cod, really lean, pretty much just pure protein, white sauce fish, good. Salmon, good for you, but high in protein, but also has like quite high fats. Not bad fats, but obviously fat is what contains the most calories out of protein and carbohydrates. If you're going to have fish like salmon, just be mindful that obviously if you're on a lower calorie diet, that fish like salmon contains more fat than say like cod or like white-based fish and chicken. Speaking of fish still, tuna, easy, on the go, in a tin, literally don't even have to cook it, just eat it as it is. Can be a bit dry, but pretty much just protein again. But there's tuna for you, and obviously then if you want to spice up your tuna a bit, because it's dry as you can put in, you know, a bit of mayonnaise. This is lighter than light mayonnaise. For mayonnaise, which is particularly pretty bad for you, like compared to full fat anyway, this is pretty good. So this is 9 calories per tablespoon, so that's pretty good. And also, if you want to whack in some tomato sauce or anything, less sugar and salt, you can get sauces that have low calorie, low salt. Don't overestimate your sauces. A lot of your sauces and your marinades are actually what contains a lot of your calories because it's like quite fatty. There's just 2. You know, you can get salad dressings, Caesar salad dressings, low fat, low sugar. And then obviously, if you want to cut like source of carbohydrates, usually I'll just have like a flag of rice. It's probably not the best, but that's just a Thai jasmine rice. Per half a pack, there's 48 grams of carbohydrates, like 200 calories. Depending on the individual, I can quite easily eat a whole bag, depending on how hungry I am in the day and what I've eaten already. Brown rice is generally better. So here's like white rice like this, and here's like tilde brown basmati rice here. So rice, easy going, back in the microwave, 2-minute job, done. Jacket potato, you can either just get fresh jacket potato, stab a couple of holes in it and stick it in the microwave for like 5-6 minutes, or you can get something like this, which is from a can. You get 4 in a box, and they're just normal jacket potatoes that are basically already sort of like been oven cooked. So bang in the microwave, come out after 5 minutes, looks like it's been in the oven for an hour. Really good for you, low salt, low fat, low sugar, low everything. Per potato baked, just under 200 calories. So best one, which I've not eaten in a while, sweet potato. They are the lowest calorie for your carbohydrates, I believe. I'll have to check that one. Anyway, sweet potato, really good for you, high density. You can have like your pasta. I'd suggest going with like your brown or your wholemeal. Obviously, pasta and rice is quite calorie dense source of carbohydrate. If, for whatever reason, you haven't got many calories left for the day, or you just want a light meal to save calories for later on in the day, I would suggest having like a high protein source, and then having, say, like a salad, so rocket, mixed, spinach, whatever, cucumber, tomatoes, high sort of like water content, so again, they make you feel like you're eating a lot and you're full, but they're actually not really much to them. Cucumber, tomatoes, peppers, chilies, onions. I like putting chilies in my food just to give it a bit of kick and a bit of heat. So salad's a good one. Sticking like a light dressing with like your chicken or your tuna or something like that. Pretty much talked about all that shit. So yogurt wise, everyone's like, oh, yogurts are good for you. Yeah, and then you pick it up and it's like high fat and it's just basically all fat. So you can't really go wrong with a low fat natural yogurt or a Greek yogurt. Particularly tends to be extremely high in protein. Depends if you like natural yogurt or Greek yogurt, as they can tend to have like a bit of a bitterish taste to them. Obviously you can mix in other things. If I'm like hungry before bed and I've got a bit spare, then I might bosh a couple of bit of that with some fruit just for like a late night snack. Or some like yogurt with a protein powder shake. So what we got left? So treats. Now we've got 2 different ice creams here. So one of them is a Ben & Jerry's and the other one is an absolute dynamite bombshell, Breyers Delight. This one, typically, I think it's a vegan one, I don't know why I bought it, I just thought I'd try it, no offence. So this says per 100 grams, there is 200 calories per 100 grams, so times that by 5, there's 1,000 calories in a Ben & Jerry's one, yeah? In this, there's 310 in a whole tub, and it's high in protein and low in everything else, and this is the difference. Oh my god. So this one, if you like, got a bit of craving, I like my ice cream and my pizza, so this is just like heaven, and you wouldn't know the difference. It tastes amazing. 310 calories, there's different flavours. This is creamy chocolate, I've never had this one. They've got a chocolate mint, a vanilla, and a cookies and cream. I ate the cookies and cream on the other night. But yeah, if you want to treat, that is amazing. Right, there's little treat ones. Now another one, so coffee, Monster. Now Monster, I used to think was extremely bad for you, which, okay, let's just go based on what the facts are on this. So it says it's 0 calories and 0 sugar. Now I'm pretty sure when I put it in MyFitnessPal, it's like 9 calories for the Monster, which for a so-called energy drink seems pretty good. Coffee is obviously good for an appetite suppressant. So the way it works is you drink it and it gives you a load of energy, and particularly if you have it black, there's pretty much no calories in it. And obviously a Monster is obviously caffeine and a load of other shit in it, which I'm not quite sure, but I don't tend to drink Coke or anything like that, as they say, oh, it's not bad for you, but if it can clean toilets in copper coins, then clearly what's it doing to your insides? But if I was to have one of these, which I have occasionally had, these are pretty damn nice. I'm not really keen on Red Bulls, but these aren't as like acidic, I don't feel, but they're a good source of caffeine. So if you know, pre-workout, we just want a bit of energy, and again, same with black coffee, or you just want to suppress your appetite maybe, then coffee, black. Cooking spray, so instead of oil, you know, there's 1 calorie per spray, maybe get one of them, every little helps. And then the biggest one, which most people don't realise, is your alcohol. Beer or ales tend to be the highest calorie. Yeah, it's a liquid, but it's empty calories. A beer, I don't know what this is, but I'd say a beer is normally for a pint. Depends on the beer. Alternatives, gin, vodka, so sort of like spirit-based, distilled spirit-based drinks tend to be the best for your calories. And then, believe it or not, sodas, waters are actually the best, probably not the best tasting. And I used to think that tonic was actually really good, but tonic also contains a fair few calories. But again, it's like drinking in moderation. If you want to go and eat a shitload of calories in the morning and then you want to drink later on, you're not necessarily going to have a lot of calories left. So a good substitute, I would say, is have something light in the morning, save most of your calories for the rest of the day, whether you want to eat a big meal or you want to drink alcohol maybe and still lose weight. Because I found that if you're working long hours, whether you're up 6 hours, 10 hours, 14 hours, you're still going to only be able to burn them amount of calories. If you've got 2,000 calories and you're up 6 hours, it's quite easy just to space them calories out over the day, but the longer you're up, obviously you've got to sort of manage your meals better. So if you're up for long periods in the day, I would suggest eating like a low calorie breakfast, maybe not even having breakfast. I don't really go on that factor. I prefer having something in my system to get my metabolism kick-started, so maybe like some fruit or something. And then later on, at least then, you've got calories to play with at the end of the day, whereas if you have a massive fatty breakfast in the morning or something in the middle of the day, when it comes to the end of the day, you're like, oh shit, I've got no calories left, and then you're going to bed on an empty stomach and you're starving, and all you want to do is like break that diet and binge. So I would suggest eating something light in the morning and then saving all the rest of your calories for later on, and that goes for your alcohol, I guess, as well. Oh yeah, and then you've got your shut up fridge, bitch. Okay, I like bagels, but bagels are quite dense for what they are, so they're like 40 odd grams carbohydrates. So if you're bulking, I would probably eat bagels more than on a diet. I love bagels, but I feel like you can only sort of like eat one, and one's not enough because it doesn't look like there's much quantity in it, but they're quite dense. Wraps, wholemeal wraps. So if you've got like your protein source, whatever, and you don't want your rice, pasta, or jacket potato, sweet potato, then maybe have a wrap. The wrap's quite easy to do, just bang with your salad and your chicken and tuna and whatnot in it, and it's ready to go, bang in some sauce. It's quick and easy, job done, so wrap is another good one. So that was a little diet-based healthy food video, so I hope that helped. If it did, then thumbs it up, give it a like, give it a share, pass it on. If it didn't and it was too long, then constructive criticism, happily to take it. That's that. Hope you've enjoyed. Catch you later, bitch.